Hello, Kalu Kalay. Apologies for the late stream today. Your boy Notepad, your boy Notepad is undergoing what he likes to call hibernation season. Because it turns out when it gets really cold, I don't want to wake up very much. So, thank you all. Hello, my name is Notepad, and I write games for fun, so what are we doing today? Today we're going to be working on Palinka effect some more. We've hit the home stretch. More than a few ways. There's a couple things to note about if I hit this button right here. I did this. Welcome to the Newman section, where I talk a little bit more about how Newman functions. Most notably, we have... Hello, phone. Kind of the idea of the Newman section, of the Newman flow section, anyway. My mom is asking questions, of course. The Newman flow section is kind of the idea of things you can do with Newman that is not necessarily covered elsewhere. Zen techniques are things that you can always do no matter what. This is a Zen technique. What I should do is I should go all the way back up here. There we go. Kind of the idea there is these are things that you can always do no matter what. Hey, I want to conceal my power level. I want to make it so I do not show off that I have any Newman energy. I take a d12, I roll that d12, and I reduce my Newman by that amount. Hey, I want to inner monologue, which is a very simple way of saying you have control over your dreams. That's literally it. Hey, the idea of reserves and the idea of reserves is that you know fundamentally how much Newman you have left in your body at all times and how much you're spending. It legitimately doesn't do anything. It just means that you can have a situation saying, "Well, I'm running low." How do you know? Because I have fucking reserve. You know, yeah, no shit, I know. Kind of the idea, you also have things such as Devil Sense. Devil Sense is effectively ruby red eyes for a very temporary amount of time. Limitless, the concept of limitless is that you pump things into your body to do an athletic or physical feat not really possible. You want to walk on, you want to run on water, the GM's gonna be like, that's gonna be a D10 limitless. Hey, I want to run straight up I want to run up a sheer wall. That's going to be limitless. Not a check necessarily, it's just you doing it. You're spending something for it. Nothing too exciting in that regard. Nothing too weird. Then we go into true techniques. True techniques are also kind of the idea of spontaneous techniques. These are things that you are doing that you do pretty consistently all the time. Anytime you use a Newman ability, you are technically making a spontaneous technique. That is you doing something. You know, a Naruto shadow clone, a Rasengan, a what does Yuji do? I don't remember what Yuji does. Not a black flash, that's a little different. But any ability that somebody else has. If you've ever thought of those, that's what you're doing, effectively. But well, I'm going to do this and do this really fast. That's all you're doing. You're just making a spontaneous technique. It's kind of the idea that you can always ante up these things. And that's what, as a GM, you're kind of encouraged to look for. Are people using their abilities to do something bigger than you would think? Hey, I want to black out the entire area. Okay, that sounds like okay, that sounds pretty simple, though. That sounds pretty easy to do. That's just a push. You have to ante up. If you don't ante up, it doesn't go through. Hey, this is an all-or-nothing stupid gambit to try something that shouldn't really work. It's anti-cost too. And the way you got to think of the anti-cost is not oh, it's 1 die, 2 die. It's 5, 10, 15 points of die to work with. You might just spend a 12 and a 3 on it. You might have to spend multiple die on it. That's kind of the idea of the ante. It eats into your impact and your precision. You may be thinking, wow, Notepad, I want to do a Sharingan. I want to do something huge and bullshit. I want to make Boogie Woogie or something. I want to do a stupid technique. The answer is, yeah, you can totally do that. First, you're going to have to pay the ante cost, though. However, this goes into innate techniques. What's an innate technique? Effectively, that is, hey, I like shooting lightning from my hands. That's just, I enjoy shooting a bolt of lightning from my hands. Okay, cool, you can just make it an innate technique. It's not as complicated for you to pull off. That's kind of the point. It's instead of being instead of being an ante up of 2 or 3, it's now an ante up of 0 to 1. It's something a lot easier for you to pull off. You still need to hit with it, but that's just something that you can more reliably do now. It's an innate technique. Now, the entire idea behind this is you don't get a lot of them. And you have to kind of base it off of, different techniques, and you're trying your best to say, hey, I want to do something I really shouldn't be able to. This leads to learn techniques. Hey, I want to learn Shadow Clone Jutsu. I want to learn how to do something someone else has. I want to learn someone else's innate technique. It's fucking hard. Truth be told, shit's hard. Secret to huge success, everyone. It's a annoying, difficult process. However, you start at a higher ante. It's harder for you to pull it off reliably, and generally you're not going to. But you're going to practice it more. Practice it until you lower it down. Until the point where, congratulations, you've learned it. The thing is, there is no limit to the number of learn techniques you can master. So you can get innate techniques, and then those learn techniques, you can have as many as you want. It's harder to learn those things than have something that's kind of more innate to your sense of self, but vice versa. And that's where you get things like the Sharingan is a very complicated technique to pull off, very unique to a bloodline. On the other hand, shooting fire from your mouth is not as complicated, and that's something you can learn over time. Hello, what did I miss? An ultimate push. Yeah, so there's a lot of JJK references in here. Kind of the idea is that you have to base it off your Nuban Affinity, Hex, and application. Kind of the idea like, hey, I can use transmutation and I have aura, but it normally uses a tattoo and I have to use paper slips. However, so because of that, we've increased the cost. We increased how difficult it is for me to adapt it to what I'm doing. That's kind of the idea. We do have the concept of a domain expansion. Domain expansions are a bitch. That's the secret behind doing a domain expansion. What do I mean by this? The thing is, creating a pocket reality in which a hexer manifests their will into the physical fucking world is called a domain expansion. Not quite like JJK ones, however, that's kind of the idea we're working with here. Effectively, you need to learn it from somebody already. That's the thing. You must learn it from somebody to actually do it. Once you've learned that, it starts at an ante of 20. Yeah, once you've actually learned how to do this shit, you are almost impossible to pull it off unless you work your ass off doing it. I should say, let's see. Let's see. The man will hunt. Yep. One of the ideas, though, is, hey, I'm just gonna create a domain and I fuck up the roll and I fail. You take a crippling physical and mental wound as you flicker in and out of reality for half a second and you get tore apart. Yeah, ain't fun. Really, dude? Really? Also, I'd like to thank you, God of Moxie, for following. Thank you. But yeah, no, it is very much a super hyper fuck you no jutsu, because the thing is, it changes the arena you're in. Hey, I'm in an arena where it's huge and I don't want to fight you. I'm going to domain expansion and I'm going to try to hit this, but I actually should. There we go. Yeah, welcome to, I'm gonna merge my two domains together and we both start having a fucking mental breakdown. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, don't do that. You know, don't do that. Worst case scenario for you. I want to be cool. Don't try to be cool. Being cool will get you killed. So let me open up my notes today. I was having trouble with I was having some trouble with summoning, but I sat here and I wrote out everything I needed. And while I was sitting in a coffee shop today. Yeah. So. Hello, how are we doing today? I've been sleeping half the day because I'm a sleepy boy. Let's see, creating multiple envisions from Newman energy itself. Summons are a unique way of employing Newman energy to not necessarily expending Newman energy, rather converting it into a new form. There are 3 Newman summons. There are 3 Newman summons. Even though even if their form and drastically different between them. Let's see. So we need to do. Need to do summon types. The summon type is we have a shadow summon. We have a soul summon. And we have a contract summon. Can we make this? Can I make this work with? 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Okay, so we want to put this here. So, shadow summons. Shadow summons. vaguely similar to their intended. Let's see, vaguely similar to their intended goal. Let's see. So each shadow summon. Let's do. Let's see. Each shadow summon is assigned a die value equal to the Numen affinity used to summon them. Summon them being the Shadow Summon takes any. Let's see. Shadow Summon takes any kind of damage. They will any type of damage. They will immediately. They will immediately dissipate. And the hello phone. You're gonna text me again. Hello phone. But not disturb because I love my mom to death. She has a very bad tendency of texting me at random intervals. Let's see. Shadow Summon takes any kind of damage, immediately dissipate, and the Hexer. However, if the Shadow Summon is able to re-merge with the Hexer, they take no Numen energy. All Shadow Summons do share sensory information. Sensory information can be. Let's see. All Shadow Summons share sensory information. All Shadow Summons do share sensory information. Yeah, do share sensory. They're nearly helpless without them, though. Yeah, Shadow Summons aren't really good at doing anything in particular. We're heading through. We just need to. Why don't I just this and then this? Let's see. So. Making a shadow summon. When making a shadow summon technique. Let's see, number of shadow clones available to them. Let's see, soul though. We want to do a soul though. I look at here, and soul is 2, anti 2. Mm. 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 Let's see, more direct manifestations of the Hexer's will and a soul summon, will and power. Let's see. Is actually no. Soul summon is a direct result of extra willpower, manifesting a creature, individual, or even their own tulpa. Yeah, no, let's see. Or even their own tulpa to... Actually, I'm going to bump up the soul summon. Bump it up. There's a good reason for that. They let's see, taking half of their Newman energy with them. Due to this. Oh yeah. Oh, let's see. Thank you very much, Lubu. Hey Notepad, I'm in a D&D group playing a lawfully evil up-and-coming crime lord. Demon's letting me come with drugs. Not easy as I thought it would be. Yeah, drugs can be fun. I mean, don't do drugs though, but drugs are fun. Let's see. Due to this influx of their own Newman energy, The sympathetic connection does mean both will share wounds with one another. Let's see. Let's see. Is direct demonstrations of the Hexer's Newman ability. Newman. Let's see, extra Newman talent though, allowing them to naturally use their Newman affinity hex and would affinity and actually affinity. Let's see. When making a soul summon technique, precision die indicates the how do I want to do? Okay, actually, precision sight indicates the starting bonus. Actually, indicates the So you'll always get it for one round. There we go. A little bit more complicated. Then we do contracts. Contract, which is anti-X. Contract's gonna be here. Oh, hey, Notepad. I'm surprised your Tencent Guillemon family eyeing up you is a bad deal for them, if I must be honest. For those who don't know, Ubisoft is what we would like to call in financial problems. And those financial problems are because the last few games have not been exceeding expectations as they need to. So now you have a couple different groups eyeing up eyeing up Ubisoft for acquisition. One of the major ones being Tencent. There's, I think, the Saudis are kind of looking into it. There's a couple different groups that are looking at Ubisoft. I know if someone was like, what about Embracer? What about Embracer? Embracer's dead. Like, I don't think people quite understand. Like, the Embracer group is not really a thing anymore. Like, most of the Embracer group is kind of in this weird state of being where it exploded into about 3 different companies. And like that is literally the only reason you see this number go up, is because they severed their 3 publicly, 3 separate listed companies. That's the reason why. So I don't think Embracer's group's going to pick them up, but like Tencent was the big one. Let me do what's Ubisoft stock? Ubisoft stock is at 295 to give you an idea. From last year, around last year at this point, it is down quite a bit, down 3%. Probably I can probably find a little bit better one to get a better idea. Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's not doing great. Yeah, people, this is, you gotta remember, like, this is not a good thing. This is, people are buying your stock because they want you to fail buying your stock. They are convinced you are going to fail. That's kind of the thing. And that's kind of the, I have my gears surprised. It doesn't surprise me at the same time. What the fuck are they wanting a video game company other than the long history of them wasting money? It's, the thing is, like, here, this is the thing you gotta remember. Like, there's a shit ton of Japanese companies that only exist thanks to Saudi money. Like, there is a huge amount of money coming from Saudi Arabia to different industries. Because one of the big things that the Saudis want to do is that they want to diversify their income sources. Because if oil ever goes down, then suddenly people stop making money, and that's bad. So they're trying to diversify their economy in different fields. I know the Saudi prince is a huge fucking nerd, and you can find him on Steam, actually. I can't remember his exact name, but you can find him on Steam. It's not MBS. But he has literally like an anime profile picture. He just likes playing SNK fighting games. Like, yeah, so they invest a shit ton of money into companies like that. They are very hands-off, and they are very, Don't the Saudis have enough money to be able to set up their own game company and actually afford to get good people to run it? That's never going to be as good as buying into another company. Always remember that. Setting up a new company is expensive. Buying into another company is, you're going to be a little bit more consistent because you don't have to build brand recognition. That's the big thing. However, if the Saudi prince who owns, I think it's like 50% of the fucking company or something, if he wants something, he calls one of his people, and then the people will add it. If he's like, I don't want any loot boxes or any of that shit, they're not going to put loot boxes or any of that shit in the game. But they usually operate more behind the scenes. It's a lot more about, it's better to invest in things than to develop your own things. They have been pushing to make like, oh, well, we want to make them like more homegrown Saudi stuff, but that's very expensive and very complicated, and people don't want to do that because there's been a lot of brain drain, so they've been going to other countries and doing it there. It's yeah, no, it's Ubisoft used to be a pretty respected company, and I think that's the problem with Ubisoft right now is it was riding off those coattails for a very long time, and it was saying we're the greatest. You know, we're this big game that everyone loves us. We're this huge. We cannot fail. We cannot fail. And then you look at kind of some of these games that are coming out, like Star Wars Outlaws. Remember Star Wars Outlaws? The game that made such a resounding impact, everyone forgot about it. You know Outlaws came out, right? A lot of people forgot. Unironically, a lot of people just forgot. Like Assassin's Creed Mirage. People forgot Mirage existed. Do you know when Assassin's Creed Syndicate came out? Probably not, because you probably didn't know Assassin's Creed Syndicate was a real game until I just told you. Like the Avatar thing, my friend bought Avatar, he's like, it's just not very good. Skull and Bones was literally like hundreds of millions of dollars to make, and it never did well. And then of course you've got the catastrophic shit show that is Assassin's Creed Shadows, the legendary shit show currently undergoing there. Like you look at some of these, like the Motorfest. This is a $70 game that you probably did not know actually existed until I just pointed it out to you. You want to play the Crew Motorfest? Again, you've probably not seen it, but you want to play like the Gold Edition and the Year 1 Pass is $30 fucking dollars. The Gold Edition is worth less currently than the Standard Edition, but they're not going to show you the Gold Edition or the Ultimate Edition. They're going to show you the Standard and Deluxe Edition because they want you to buy these ones. Like Far Cry 6 didn't do too hot. I heard the Prince of Persia game did pretty well, but not great. Anno 1800. People like Anno 1800, but the problem with Anno 1800 is that Anno 1800 has 8 million DLC, and people got really sick of it. Honestly, I think game companies are making both new IPs and are going well. You see the problem. Making a new IP is not good. Like that, like new IPs do not sell. That is always going to be the biggest issue. Especially really big companies don't want to make new IPs because they are scary and they fail. And if you want a really good example of we're making a new IP that is big, scary, and failed catastrophically, congratulations. Let's look at Concord. Oh, this game was a terrible disaster and was never going to be good to begin with. This was a shit ton of money. This was a shit ton of money to make DAW exist. That's gone now. That money is gone. It was a new IP, and then it failed. And that's kind of the problem. It's a new IP that failed. People don't want to spend $400 million on a game and then have it fail. That's kind of the problem. That's what PlayStation, that's what a lot of these companies see. They see a shit ton of money that goes nowhere, and then people are like, well, don't want to do that ever again. Let's see. Let's see once contract. Sign the anti-cause will sign alongside the method to actually summon. That's legitimately all that it does. Contract arts are a little bit wonky, but it's just like, I want to summon a fucking demon monster to help me. Let's see. Isn't Concord also just badly made and PR people got into Twitter beef for no reason? It's the thing with Concord. This is the thing with Concord you always must remember is Concord was a game that was old when it came out. It was an old game. Good Kabarachi. I also see Concord was an old game when it came out, and because it was an old game when it came out, it didn't feel like it had any place to exist and wasn't actually that great. If it came out in 2018, then I think Concord would still be around. Or, people would be talking about how Concord came out after and died horribly or whatever, in like 2-3 years after it came out. But the fact that it is a game that was in development since Overwatch 1 came out is very telling. But you can't look at it like that. You got to look at it from a very corporate, very eyes down point of view, which is we invested $400 million into a new IP, and that $400 million into a new IP failed. So we're not going to do any new IPs. That's not worth it. Fuck, they're even doing that with what's happening a lot actually with different companies. Like Pixar is pretty good for that, by the way. Good Kabarachi. I see Jaeger. Fun fact, I see Jaeger that you are becoming spiritually Latin American with a Sparking Zero. How is Sparking Zero? Are Dragon Ball Kings eating good tonight, or is it dark, or is it bad? Like peak. Okay, yeah, that's all I needed to hear. Say no more. Let's see. Do we have any top sellers? Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Very positive. Looks like the people complaining about it are saying that it is yeah, looks like it's the only people complaining are optimization people. And in 2 days we get to see the entirety of South America talk about it. Okay, so let's see. So let's see, a familiar Unlike the above three, a familiar has innate advantages. Innate advantages over all three of them merging together to create a truly powerful ally. Familiar, let's start from the top. Familiars share senses similar to a shadow summon. Share sense similar to a shadow summon, but is almost real time without needing to refuse with one another. Let's see, but it's almost real time without needing to refuse with one another. This for me, Hexer. Due to let's see, normal clothes the familiar in a variety of situations due to their connection. This does lead into the fact that that a familiar is bonded to similar to a soul summon. Let's see, bonded is to a hexer similar to a soul summon. If one takes damage, both take damage. One takes damage, both take damage. But they do not split their Newman pool. Their Newman energy do not split their Newman energy. But they do not split their energy. They both take damage. No, that they do not split their Newman energy though. Do not split their Newman energy though. Both sharing the same pool of power. Both sharing the same pool of power consistently. Finally, familiars are able to operate independently if need be. Familiar. Let's see. Operate independently if need be. Let's see. Though they will rarely wander off and do whatever they want without consent of their hexer. Whatever they want without consent of their hexer. Let's see. But no. Not familiar. If a, let's see, actually, if a familiar. If a familiar were to die independently of their take a dying, then the hexer would take a Mm. Mm. The other's like, yeah, no, but most would actually just kill themselves before. Yeah, you take a dying mental wound. If somehow you would be, mind you, a familiar dying without you is very rare. That is under very specific circumstances. But those very specific circumstances are usually you cannot be hurt, but it can be hurt. So just the empathetic connection doesn't actually kick in at all. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Here we add in we can add in bullshit lore note here. What's in? We put you here. We zoom in. Second nature. Should I? Should a innate technique be reduced to 0 to -1 anti? -1 anti. It has become a second nature. Second nature to the hexer. This indicates that they do not need to make a they do not need to make a Newman check to activate it normally, except during combat situations, or where it does matter. All they do is reduce their Newman by their let's see, all they do is reduce their Newman by their chosen Newman affinity. No, that doesn't do it. No. Mm. Mm. Feels like there's a better way. There is an option of just saying we can make it 1. What am I missing here? I'm missing here because the entire idea is this is so second nature to you, you don't even need to think about it. You've mastered this to the point of being so intimately familiar with doing this technique, it doesn't really take any time out of you if you're out of combat. This is not a problem for you outside of combat. And I want you to be able to do this consistently because this is boogie woogie. This is, I transport, you know, we swap places. Boom, we swap places. It's second nature to you. We can just actually, you know what we can do? We can reduce this. All they do is reduce their Newman affinity by 1. There we go. There we go. So, kind of the idea. I want a boogie woogie. Boom. Hey, I want a boogie woogie. Boom. He does not need to expend anything to use boogie woogie. Because he has spent time practicing boogie woogie. And because he has done that, that is just a part of his nature. There we go. We have now been able to create a boogie woogie. Acting Resnick. Everything here. Alright, let's talk cultivation. I've got my, let me flip my notes to my new page. let's see. They flow like the water and strike like lightning. Burn out like a candle flame on a stormy night. Cultivation measures. Let's see. Cultivation is acquired through. Let's see. Cultivation acquired through a variety of sources. And it's considered to be floating. Floating, meaning that it spend. There we go. So we're going to put horizontal here because I like horizontal lines. So now we get to do this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to cruciform, cruciautism. Uh-oh, someone's being weird. Hi, what you doing? I am writing tabletop role-playing games because I've lost control of my life. Let's see. I want to find true insights. Now you may be wondering, Notepad, what are you doing here? What I'm doing here is I'm just gonna copy paste this shit in because it's here and we've got it and it uses the same premises. So what we're going to do here is we need to make a table. We need to make more tables because we can never escape tables. Little notebook here. So we need to do we need to establish. Don't respond right away. Apologies. We need to, That's cool. How did you get so good at it? Wow, see everybody? Someone called me good at doing this. I've been complimented. How is this possible? I just work at it a lot. That's it. That's the secret, everybody. You just throw your face at it and eventually good things happen. Says man who nothing ever good happens. Cultivation table. Cultivation. Do deco. That. So first thing. Do participate in an episode. Yep, you get 2 XP by just showing up. Mm. 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 Alright, or my Google Doc skills are pretty bad. Google Doc Foo is a... It is a wrangling game. That's, I think, one of the things with it is a wrangling game. And you get little things like headers and stuff. Fun fact, hint for everyone ever wanting to make headers look nicer. When in doubt, go to, Go to Format, go to Paragraph Styles, hit Borders and Shading, hit this button right here, and set it to like 1 or 1.5. Depending on your font, you may need to do some adjustments up here, but it makes things a little nicer. Just a smidge. Tables will always fight you. Understand that. Tables just fight you. There's nothing you can do about it. Welcome to the secret, everyone. You will never be able to fight a table. It's little things like that. Let me see if I can find. This is another one. Fun fact. Google does not like you making things like this. This is a table. This is something I learned from a Reddit post years ago. This is a table. This is all you have to do if you want to make columns that don't want to have a meltdown when doing anything. You just make a table, a 1x2 table effectively, and you just put things in it. It makes things flow a lot nicer than that. It doesn't flow over. That's something you'll have to always keep an eye out for, but it does make things read a little bit easier sometimes if you know your page sizes. This is a terrible table too. Yeah, some of these are just like out of necessity. Others of them are like things I've just been adding to make that. Horizontal line is a good way to break up various pieces of text. I use it a bit too much. I have been attempting to, anytime I put side notes, of color coding my side notes. Thanks Precure, by the way. Thanks Precure. Just little things. Aesthetic. Clear the way for the Rat Baron. Tufty has arrived, everybody. Hello, Tufty. How are you doing? Kissu, kissu. Yeah, no, there's little things you can do in this. If you want to write, like, writing a book is a little different than writing a tabletop. This is a rule book at the end of the day. And writing a rule book has its own little requirements in it. Generally speaking, like things like this is a table. You can actually put tables inside of other tables. This is another thing. It's a little bit confusing. You can put tables in front of this. This will fight you sometimes, though. Just double check it. It takes time. Some other weird factoids I've learned. Know your fonts, by the way. Google fonts are fun. If you want more Google fonts than what they actually give you, download this extension, Xsensus Fonts. You get a shit ton of fonts for free, effectively. I don't know if you can see. There's a bunch of fonts that aren't actually in Google Fonts, but are Google Fonts, but you can't get them naturally. It just takes time. It is legitimately just a simple thing. Little things go a long way. Oh, we got a manly co-host. Explain association with the poker. He knows the person. That is legitimately the situation there. He knows the dude. Yep, that's it. He knows a guy. Nothing more. For context of what's going on there, we did a little bit of I know like 2 of there's like 12 of them, Tufty. You know a dude or two. Effectively, we did a little bit of a deep dive on a VTuber company last night. And we found out that is not a company. Not a company at all. I was looking for it. I had no expectation jumping in here. Just need something in the background. I don't know why I had no expectations, but I don't regret. Oh, that's good. See, everyone, everything's good. Yeah, I usually it was suggested that I start streaming in here because I used to stream a lot in TTRPGs, but TTRPGs was full of oddities and strangers. Mostly. So, yeah, glad I'm at least entertaining someone. Now, I'm not drinking tonight, so you don't get to hear various swear words. It's just for me when I'm planning a book, the fun part where I could throw a bunch of shit in there and see what I want. See, that's always the hard part. Anytime you're planning a book as well, let me shill something for people. I'm not getting paid for this, by the way, yet. This is Miro. I love me some Miro. Miro makes my life yeah, this is, to give you an idea, this is my Miro board currently. This is literally just a bunch of, yeah, okay, you like Miro, finally, good. More people love Miro. To give you an idea with this game in particular, this is all of the notes on this just one game. All of this is one set of notes. I firmly blame the commissioner on this one. Very, very firmly blaming him on this one. It's the notes I try to keep them. Now, this is the ambition. The goal was to keep it inside of this square. I mean, like, okay, if I restrict myself to just in this, yeah, that didn't work. Like, it's Mirover, as one might say. Now, let's see this. Let's see, complete an act or people are following. Oh no. Thank you very much for following. Thank you, Kisser. Like Mira concept, struggle to get into workflow with it. Not for everyone. I like it. Like it's a Miro. The thing with Miro, I like it because I'm kind of more of a visual person. People have recommended Obsidian as well. Some people like Obsidian. I do have my notebook as well. I've got my my little notebook. Sometimes it's really good. I'll say this for anyone who likes doing creative things in general. Sometimes it's just really much like a lot better to go to like a quiet place, like a coffee shop or something even. Sit down with like a notebook and a pen and just write shit down. Sometimes you get a lot more done that way. Just because you don't got to think about it, you're thinking a little bit more about pen strokes, just a little bit different. Okay, so major miles. You're not getting a ton of XP, but the entire idea is that I want you killing Kudlak. I want you killing monsters. Kill monsters, get stuff. Monsters scary, they hurt you. Major milestone. You get more about doing things than you get by just straight up just killing shit. Think ahead. You want to complete the mission, not necessarily get into a fight with everything. And I'm okay with this, because that encourages players to act in a very different way. Reward killing people, do not be surprised when they want to kill people. So, we want to do... we do this, we this, I do that, we you. That's always the thing you gotta remember with certain instances. You gotta always remember, if you reward killing things, people are gonna want to kill things. Yeah, so you can't be like, what? What? How is this possible? What? Why are they only killing things? Wow, it's almost like you incentivized the act of murder. Like, they want to kill things because that's what they get rewarded for doing. Who would have fucking thought? Let's see. Hold on. Inside this. Okay. Some chicanery. Let's do some chicanery, everyone. We're gonna do... going to delete this table. Going to merge this table to this. 2 to the right. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. When in doubt, swing it. Oh yeah, I'm hip with the kids. Okay, so then we do D12 to D14, D14 to D16, D16 to D18, D20, D20 to D22. So this one is what? So we need to, would it be this would be six, so this is 136. That would be 40, so that would be 176, and D22 would be 42, would be 44, 176 plus 44, 220. So you work on commission? Math, oh god. Yep. Does a bar also work? My town doesn't have a coffee shop, but it does have a bar. It might. Usually they're a little bit louder. I will say having a group playtest my system been work for my world building work drive though. We've only had 2 per session, but it's been amazing. You work with commissions? Math, oh god. Yes, I do work with commissions quite actively. This itself is a commission. I was paid actual money to write glorified Balkan Naruto fan fiction. This is the life, everyone. Yeah, well, welcome to the real life. Is this just fantasy? It's not in escape from reality. You didn't know you were gonna get karaoke here too. Let's see. So got our cultivation. So let me get my pen out. We don't need to worry about you anymore. This brings us to our training. Bring this to our training. So we want to increase our training, and that's going to be 10. We want to step this in. So to go to 14 would be 15, so it would be 14, 16, 18, 20 would be that. And then we want to do... Nope. Ancient Chinese secret. Ancient Chinese secret. Reduce cell padding to 0.03 for more room on a piece of paper. Let's see, sweet. That means we check my notes. We don't do anymore. That leads us to our skills. Skills. Yes, we. Fit on there. Yes, we can. When in doubt, let's just haphazardly try to fit things where it really shouldn't. That's what she said. Bazinga. Yes, how little you knew you were going to get real content tonight. Bazinga posting. So we do that. That means you need to be 0.5. 1.35. Select you. This is another weird trick when it comes to tables. When in doubt, just them select. I did not actually know this was a feature for the longest time because Google hides features from you in this godforsaken program. Do things like this. Okay, so skill. We want to do... I want to acquire a brand new skill, so we want to go to D4 to D6. Would be 2 D8. This E3 4 7. It's very easy to level up general skills because that's the entire point of general skills, is that they're supposed to be pretty level up. Not going to be using them as extensively. So D12, so that would go to 6, and that would be a total of 18 to get up to a D12. 2 is weak. Oh, and then we go for here when we hit the D12 range. Once we exceed that, then we go up to... No, we can keep up the... So that would be 8, that would be 9, 9, that would be 35, then it would go to 10, that would be 45, and then we go to 11, which would be 56. Getting up here is very difficult. That's on purpose. Here, we would go from 6. Build up here is a little bit more consistent. Notepad fucked up. Notepad fucked up. Notepad fucked up. Doo doo doo. Guys, yeah, so you're messed up. You're messed up now. So that would be. We would still be doing half, so this would be 7. So you would be at 25. You would be 8. You would be 10. You 12. 8 plus that would be 25. That would be 33. 9 plus that would be 42. 42. Then we would do it to 52, and then it wouldn't be 52. It would be 63 here. But if we go here, we do that. But this would be different. No, that wouldn't be it. That would be 14 into 14 plus 36 would be 50 exact, and then it would be 16 to 66. 18 into 18 plus 66. 18 plus 66. See, it's one of those things where I would really wish that I was like my cousin who, to give you an idea, my cousin is a math whiz. Like, he can do all, like, a bunch of math really quickly in his head, and it's super infuriating because he doesn't care about math. Like, god damn it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all the oh, goodness. Let's see, I'm confused. So, to give you an idea why it's 4-7 here, effectively, what this means is this is the increment, and this is the total amount of cultivation. So if we go here, to go from D4 to D6, so if we go from D4 to D6, it would cost us 3 cultivation to do that. And in total, we've spent 3. If we go up to next one, it's going to cost 4, half of D8, so it'd be 4 cultivation to buy it, but in total, we've spent 7. It's just a way, again, it's just the gradual increase. So in case someone wants to say, hey, I want to go from D4 to D10, they can say, okay, you can go from D4 to D10 for exactly 12 cultivation. But if they just want to go up one by one, they can. I thought it was multiples of yeah, it's the way that I have it written down. So up here, foundation, this is like your attributes. There are 4 attributes effectively. This is double whatever, this is actually up to D12, it is equal to whatever the next die value is. You have a D2, you want to go to D4, it costs 4. Want to go to a D6, costs 6. D8, 8. 10, 10. Easy. Once you go past D12, though, once you go to 14, it's double whatever the next value is. So 28, 32, 36, 40, 44. Because, kind of give you the idea, D12 is Olympic athlete. D14 and above is blatantly supernatural. You are a Hexer, you are a Naruto character, you can be blatantly supernatural. Skills are a little bit different. General skills cover a lot of different things. Combat skills are very particular, but there's fewer of them, so I want them to be a little bit more expensive. They're just equal to whatever the next die is. It's a very convoluted math-oriented way of making sure that people are having fun. Government-mandated fun, TM. We will not allow people to not have fun, TM. If that is the case, we will have to do some corrective measures. We will have to kill Tufty. It's I don't make the rules. I'm sorry, Tufty. It's in the contract. I don't know anything about tabletop RPG. Hey, if you ever need a question, don't hesitate to ask. I got that little note at the bottom there for a reason. God, I've been in the tabletop RPG song and dance for a couple of years now, so I unfortunately know a few things. God help us all. This bundle of worthless information. Field skills, cultivation. Because we want to acquire a new skill. Actually, we only need 3. We want to acquire a new skill, and this would be 10. Because field skills are very specific, and they are all about just knowing very particular things. So I don't want them to be very expensive, because I don't care all that much. So that would go up to trained professional mastered, so... It's very cheap, relatively speaking, to increase your field skills, but that's kind of on purpose. So we've got my notes there. We're going to get that. We're going to delete this table. Don't need to worry about you anymore. We can put something probably right there. Probably put a funny little image, a funny little cat image or something. Then we get into Newman affinities. Okay, welcome to Newman affinity. So we need to let's see. Okay, so I saw that. Also, fun fact, if you ever see your table wrap text, stop that immediately. It will fight you tooth and nail, and it will try to kill you. I don't make the rules, I simply know how this works. That man is dead. So, we want to do... You actually no. This cells we hit. Dominant Newman affinity. Effectively, whatever your dominant one is, if you are a desolation hexer, none of your other things can ever exceed your main stat. So it's kind of a weird balancing match when it comes to like, okay, I want to acquire a new one. I have a D0 and something. It's not very good. I can acquire it up. You can never develop your antithesis though. Actually, no matter how, remember though, no matter how hard you try, your antithesis. Your antithesis will never develop. Go. Toaster got corrected. Paper raid. Oh god, there's more people. Hello everyone, my name is Notepad and on I Write Games for Fun. How are we doing today? We're writing tabletop role-playing games, otherwise known as we are going to be doing the Palinka effect, a game about playing Balkan Naruto. Toaster is getting corrected. God help us all. Hello, hello, Kalu Kale. If you have any questions, you know how to ask. Oh god! Bones! Let me just snap everything in my... Does it have Balkan politics? To give you an idea, if we go all the way up to the lore section. You go up to the lore section. This entire section here is effectively why 5 groups of people are all racist against one another. To the active detriment of everyone around them. We also had to deal with communism. Then we have the various other nations that all do their own thing. They actively encourage their Narutos to be weaker because they don't want you marrying outside of your ethnic group. That is a lore point. It's literally the... Oh god, it's literally the Balkans. It's the Palinka effect, yes. I was about to ask the same thing. Who was that? The hot lady. This was, I made her from... Let me, scroll up here. I made her from the... She's the prototypical person from the Land of Rain. Because I'm going to give you a secret. Not a single good thing happens in the Land of Rain. Let me just do my... The Land of Rain is not a real country. It is a no man's land filled with half-recognized terrorist states. A constant mist of rain and smoke fill the air as one crosses its many rivers. Nothing is ever truly made in the Land of Rain. Its industry relies on small villages and farming. It's almost entirely reliant on a series of various underground cave systems and sickly rock potatoes to keep its few people going. To give you an idea, the Land of Rain is Super Romania. It is super duper Romania, where you can get extremely illegal skin grafts to make sure that you can just graft other people's superpowers onto you. Oh no, I'm not super... I want your superpower. I'm going to steal your organs and then put them inside of me so I get your superpowers. Don't worry. This bad bitch I picked up is gonna steal my organs, going to steal my heart, literally and metaphorically. I don't know how it keeps happening. I'd let her. This is why it keeps happening. This is how this keeps happening, is because of people like you. You can't keep doing this, kings. Let's see. Yeah, we're ripping through things right now. Let's see. So we've got our Newman affinities. Then we have develop the hex. Developing the hex is... So Newman features, we want to Develop hex by 1 step. This is just 20 cultivation. New innate technique slot. That is 15 cultivation. We want to increase. Actually, no, we can't. Oh, they effectively operate the same way. New innate technique slot. And then, the final tables we need to worry about. We have 2 final tables to worry about. Actually, no, it wouldn't even be 2. Oh God, we are cutting it thin here, people. We are horizontal line. We do that. We do this. Cutting it really thin here. Okay, so we hit you. Current in May. At the end of the episode, each one value maybe increased 1 step. We do 1, 2. All of you. That and resolve a. Actually, that would be. Go, because that's encouraging. What I want to do is I want to encourage people to take up values that are resolvable, because a resolvable value is something that we can work with. Because the entire concept of values is that they are things that you give a shit about. And it's saying, hey, my value is that I want to kill you. I want to kill you. I want to rip you limb from limb and eat your corpse because you are a bad person. Oh, goodness. Do you mean people like you? I'd let her. But if I can get powers that way, then shit. Call me Kenkai, I guess. My documents are just bullet points. My games are all unfinished. What am I missing? Oh god, that's next train of thought. I'm still picking up my VTuber game. Following heavily in the back burner now. It happens. Things go back and forth. Okay, so, no sparking finish. Go away. I don't know who you are, but you are trying to sell me viewers. No, no, no. Mm. Mm. And to a minimum. All right, that should be it. Should be everything. Cool. Good job, squad. We did it. We did it, everybody. So we got cultivation done. Now we have to do emporium. Oh god. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Is that Palinka effect? Nope. We still got Rainside Emporium and enemies to do. We're working on stuff. We're getting very close. That's the secret here. We're getting very close. Didn't write anything about items in because I didn't need to. So, this has caused most of. Let's see. Of course, Hector's still legally obligated to be paid in silver dinners for the service, though may quickly pay for room and board. There we go. Yep. Fluctuation in value. So they may quickly pay for room and board to trade for actually valuable goods, such as food, a place to sleep, and bullets. Because when in doubt in this Naruto game, pull out a gun. Okay. We are going to consult the to the drive. Dun, 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 dun. We can probably hello, fear and hunger. We meet again. Yeah, let's. How many are we at now? Yeah, it doesn't like loading at this point, I've realized. Let's see. Let's see what it could possibly be. Well, that's loading haphazardly. Let's grab some tools. So we are at. Actually, tell me how many we're at. Let's see. We don't need you. We don't need you. Technically, there are things in there, but we're not going to talk about that. Not Zolder things. Don't need lexicon. Don't need a dead project ER. I mean, we're only at 87. That's not... Oh, Jesus, we're at 87. Oh, my, oh, me, oh, my. All commissions? No. Anytime you see a brown one, that is a commission. Currently, we have, if I go through all the commissions, there are 22 commissions. 22 commissions, technically. 23 commissions. And all of these are available on my website right now. Only doing brown ones when paid. It's just to help me sort out which ones are commissions and not which ones aren't. Ugh. Some are easier to sort out than others. Are these all good? No, some of them are really bad, but I still wrote them anyway. Some of these I actually need to get around to updating, but people don't want me to update things. They want new things. Hence why I have the things Notepad add-on wants to do board, where I legitimately just have... I have a few ideas of various things that I actually want to do. We added some new ideas to the list. And every idea we get, a new idea shows up. It gets put on here somewhere. But we're... Ooh. Let's range here a little bit. So, the blue vial. No need that. Serious mental wound, euphoria bottle. Always had the euphoria bottle. Heroin. Potent pain reliever. Double check the health system real fast because I need to make sure that we're not dying that easily. That would be a severe. That would be severe. Blue vial, morphine. We don't need to worry about the orange vial. Pet pills. Mm. 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 That don't. That don't. That. This. Restore a minor mental wound. Don't. That. Mm. 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 Tastes like lead, contain all the nutrient one needs for an entire day in one easy bottle. Yeah, wow! I can eat everything in one go. Giggle juice. It's the giggle juice. Oh, that reminds me. I need to add the giggle juice, don't I? Mm. 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 Also a flask. Mm. Let's see. Need any of these things? I guess we can put in the herbs and smokables. Ooh. Barlow 10. Mm. 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 You we hit you we. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Notepad, what are you doing? Delete. Every day I must remind myself I butchered these tables all those years ago when These tables are made of love and cookies, effectively, and very, very little else. And so we 1 point here. If I'm not responding to anything, apologies. I'm just focused. I am, as they say, locked in. How long have you been doing commissions? I've been doing commissions for 2-3 years now. Which one does make you feel most happy so far? Not necessarily the best. Which one do you like the most? I don't know. I like all my games. It's always hard to say. It's always such a weird and complicated thing when someone says, "What's your favorite thing?" Like, oh man, what's your favorite game? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I like them all. I wrote them all. They're all my games. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. 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 Let's see. Mm. 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 Bro, we don't need the green and blue powder. Mm. 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 Welcome to one of the very few games in this beautiful world in which you, yes, you can smoke heroin. Finally, a game where I can live out my crack cocaine fantasies. I should add process. Prosthetics. Simple. Mm. 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 Let's see, simple and advanced. Mm. 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 Yeah, we got the sycamore. You're a white. Mm. Actually no. Mm. 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 Go. Can I sell? Can I sell children to a man in a cat suit? Well, I mean, there is the land of rain. Outside of context, there's no way to explain that. Have no fear. We all love Pocket Cat. Let's see. We want to actually do this would be limb graft. Mm. 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 There we go. Yeah, you want a real arm? Yeah, you don't get that. You're from the land of fucking dust. Sometimes you just gotta throw in something being like, you'll never get this. I just want to insult you. Like, that's all you want to do. Like, there's no greater reason I'm doing this. I just want to insult you and make sure that you know that you're not allowed to have fun. Like, oh. Damn it. But I want to have a new arm. No, you don't. Like, come on. Come on. You're being a little silly, don't you think? You're being a little greedy, you little greedy shit. Imagine letting you have nice things. You are from the Balkans. You are from the fantasy Balkans. The only nice thing you're allowed to have is pain. Okay, so we need to go to... Samara has... Looking at things... To find... Random items are just things that you happen to find. And we're going to cut down the cost by about a third. This, we want to hit this. This, we want here. We want it. Esoteric supplies. Actually, just random gear supply. This gear. Like, yeah, here's just stuff. Actually, what we can do. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need any rations. Don't need. That we don't need water flask. So, actually, go back to Bunger. Maybe the real fun were the friends we made along the way. Oh, we find equipment. Want to find. I don't know. Okay, so. So, with the plethora of supplies. What do you want to call it? There's a mythical chartered bus comic in my comic strip. Oh, Zam, prequel updated. Prequel doesn't update. You're lying, Spartan. Who's in trial? That's why I made it. See, the thing is, anytime I end up, like, writing characters, I try not to make them all horribly, horribly traumatized in some way. They don't end up that way, usually. They usually end up so broken they don't care, or they end up just on the verge of something terrible happening. But I haven't written an actual, like, story in a while. Alabaster God. The Solar Empire's Alabaster God Doctrine. Detail. Comics are even included for the illiterate. Don't need that anymore. Let's see here. Have the year in question. Island Town. The bubbles may be purchased for 20 silver each. 20 silver each. Let's see. One in town. To be actually one in the country. One in the country's bubbles may be purchased for 20 silver each. While in a city baubles are only 10 silver. 10 silver each. 10 silver each. Finally, while in Kosov, baubles only cost 5 silver each. There. Only cost 5 silver. There we go. I see. Let's see. Just very simple, something to say like, yeah, well, the further out you are, the more expensive shit gets. But you're also a bunch of traveling mercenary, magicians, so that's good chance that you're probably going to find something that's going to cost you something. So then we go to weapons. Weapon of the gods. Weapons and armor. Let's see. Hex's favorite weapon is their Newman. Sacred arts, mystical power that swells within their body, allowing supernatural displays of. Weapons and arm. Let's see, and even the Cavaliers can be seen. Gotta shoot regularly. See, a host of cheap firearms are flooding the market. See, It's kind of like, yeah, like normally you wouldn't be able to buy these things. However, the country is collapsing because communism failed. How does this keep happening? Communism failed and everyone, and suddenly everything is going to hell in a handbasket. Welcome to Naruto Yugoslavia. So fucking over, Queens. Now. Ow. Okay, back to the grind. Let's fucking keep going. Communism fails, millions died. How does it keep happening, Queens? So. Mm, mm, Let's see, each weapon comes in four varieties. Short range, long range, fast melee, and slow melee. Each of these have their own let's see in the situation, but each weapon will always contribute to Let's see, so actually, just situation that reminds me. So this each weapon comes in four varieties. Insert table 1, 2, 3, 5. Do hit this. We need to hit you. How do I want to do this? Oh god, I forgot how to do this. What did I write down? I forgot entirely how I was going to do weapons. Uh-oh. Okay. Mm. 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 Let's see, each of these are advantages, disadvantages in this situation. Mm. Mm. Shit. Tired. Just pretty much the idea behind weapons is what I wanted to do with weapons. Is do I not? Did I not put weapons on? Where are you? Oh, I would not be surprised if I forgot to put weapons on here. Because pretty much the idea behind weapons is that using a weapon, using a weapon, using a weapon confers a bonus die. It confers a bonus to the final impact of the attack. If you are using a weapon, you confer a bonus to the final impact of the attack. That is all that it really does. However, there is a counterplay to it. There's a counterplay to it. So if I am using a big fucking sword, you want to do something against me so I can shoot you. Music. Melee, and it's kind of like the idea of like melee triumvirate is in martial arts. The guy, martial arts, short weapons, long weapons. The guy with martial arts is going to beat the guy with a slow ass weapon because he can get up to you a lot faster. The guy with a fast melee weapon is going to beat the guy with martial arts, though. The guy with the fucking slow ass weapon is going to beat the guy with the fast weapon, though, because he's just going to hit you. He's going to hit you before you can hit him. Did you make your VTuber by yourself? Yes. Death is a bitch. And punch him in the face when he turned into a sword from Devil May Cry. If Naruto is about child soldiers and Ninja Cold Wars, One Piece is about sailing adventures fighting. What's Bleach about? Bleach is about. Yeah, pretty much. Like, death is a cuck. That's what the secret is. I forgot. I listen later. Okay. I need to remember how to do it. The problem is I know how this is gonna go. Is I'm gonna remember it at the last second. So let's see. Let's see. Advantage or let's see. Advantage armor creates a layer between the hexer and physical damage, conferring little benefit to Newman-based attacks. Newman-based attacks, which Let's see. They are often confronted with each. However, the. This comes in the form of set asks during the set action system. If they are there's a comment. So armor name. Five. So we need insert table name 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Need something like that. So this would be armor name 2 armor name armor. So this would be armor minor major severe critical crippling, and then this would be the death and taxes. We believe in death and taxes here. Put in none. So flak jacket. Two, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3. We select you. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit tired right now. Fatigue is finally getting to me. We want yes, 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 yes. Plate. This would be buff jacket would effectively saying that I have a Naruto flak jacket. That would be no. Armor is really not that important. Like, I don't want it to be that important. That's kind of the thing. I do not want people being like, I want to wear armor all the time. I'm like, why? It's not. No. It is not a useful thing for you to do. No reason. It is there because you'd have it, because if you don't, people are going to get Bleach is about a dude just wants to get back to studying, but ghosts keep pulling him away into the bullshit. I'm having a bitch of time trying to find a good way to get me glass 10 art type. What if I send you a VTuber game on your way, or get a thought or two once you've a good moment to pause, the flow state breaks? Yeah, no, it's I'm probably gonna call it here. Actually, we can finish on Wednesday. I feel pretty. In my current state of affairs, I feel pretty good. We can finish everything on Wednesday in like an hour and a half. I need to sit down and just hammer out how I wanted to do weapons. I forgot how I wanted to do weapons. I thought I wrote it down. I didn't, because I am a buffoon. I am a goof. Alright, I'll stretch. Oh god. Ow. Like, to give you an idea, I've got all the weapons, I've got all the enemy stuff written out. I was so confident that I had all of my notes for weapons already hammered out, and I completely forgot where I put them. Raid? Yeah, we can find someone to raid. Give me 1 second. Let me sort through everything here. Let's hit this button. Well, technically, Pippa Pippa's streaming, but we can't raid Pippa because Pippa's too important for us. We need to find anime grills so I can. That's a real human being. Go away. I don't need real humans. I'm a misogynist. Nope, still a misogynist. That's still a girl. That's a dude. I don't like you. Go away. Why are there men here? I don't like men. I'm a misandrist while I'm doing this as well. I hate the flesh. I wish to be free from this. Also, so many people are playing fucking... I'm gonna feel sad if I'm gonna feel very sad. Okay, everyone, we're raiding this, by the way. We're going to raid this because she's playing fucking Black Souls. And remember, everyone, when we raid here, we're all going to say, "Where's Alice?" We're looking for Alice. Where is Alice? She's seriously playing. Yeah, she's seriously playing fucking Black Souls. God bless her. God bless this creature. She is playing fucking Black Souls. We're going to... Don't worry, everyone. We have to find Alice, no matter what. We will find Alice. Godspeed, good luck. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. I am, as they say, away. Ugh.